So who are you?
My name is Omar Zayed.
What's your background, Omar? What's your heritage?
I'm Egyptian.
Ah.
My parents moved here back in the 80s, and yeah.
And it's because you started talking about henna, and I'm thinking, but henna is also associated with Egyptian culture as well, right?
Yeah,
It is?
yeah.
I always think India, right? And South Asia, but not Middle East or North Africa or anything like that, right?
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing. It's like I was thinking about how henna is like so widespread, right? Like when I think of henna, I think of South Asian brides.
Right.
But my sister had a henna night for her wedding, and then I got to researching, and then I found that it exists in so many places, like in East Africa, West Africa, North Africa, in parts of like Central Asia as well, and it sort of like kind of came to this I came to this conclusion that I'm like henna is this really essential motif in like bridal aesthetics, and I kind of wanted to bring it into the actual garments, and that's kind of where the concept began for this collection.
Right. And you're saying again, I just interrupt you to
Yeah.
So you said it started with this piece of fabric?
Yeah, so this was like an early like experimental sample that I was doing when I was first learning how to dye a few years ago. And I revisited it for this collection and began experimenting and figuring out like I wanted to the dye technique I was using is called shibori. It's a Japanese technique of like resist dyeing.
Right.
And I wanted to like figure out how does that like how do I like connect it to like how it frames the body and how it interacts with the body in a fashion context. And that's kind of how I started. So I began to sample and like play with proportions of the patterns and stuff. And I came up with this bridal collection that it's like 3 looks. It's 3 looks, and it's where is it? It's 3 different looks. It's supposed to move through like the whole wedding event for the bride. Like the first look here, we have the gown, which is meant to be for her ceremony, and then here, right next to it, we have the second look, which is like something for her reception, and then here we have the last look, which would be something that's a little more playful, a little more breathable, and like easy to dance in. So it's like her after party look. And I was like really inspired by like this trend in bridal now, or in weddings in general, where brides have 3-4 looks now. It's not just like one big showstopper dress. So I kind of wanted to approach it as like wardrobing, like almost like a bridal wardrobe.
A trousseau.
Yes, exactly.
Let me check. Is that what a trousseau is? Or
I think so.
Or is a trousseau the collection of clothing you take on your honeymoon? Or is it everything?
Oh my God.
You know people get their let's say they're talking about a trousseau, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's just say, for this purpose of this video, that a trousseau is this, your bridal wear, and also maybe additionally things that you're going to take with you on your honeymoon.
Yeah.
Let's just say it's the whole thing, right?
Yeah. I definitely feel like this is very honeymoon as well.
Yeah. Like, going out dancing at night, sort of,
Yeah.
And you could kick your shoes off and dance on the beach in that.
Exactly, yeah. So that was kind of, and everything is, so the first 2 looks are made out of a silk dupioni, which has this very beautiful texture to it, but it retains this luster of like silk, but it has like this rawness to it that I really like.
Is that the same as shantung? I always heard
Yes,
silk
it's
shantung.
very similar.
Yeah? But different?
It's a little more textured than that one. But it's very similar in its drape in its hand. And then here we have a silk thigh. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. Which is slightly more luminous. I think it's a little more fluid. And I thought it was just like a little more.
Whoa, love these shorts.
But it still has structure to it. Which
Yeah,
I kinda like.
absolutely. Like for the kind of lightness of the fabric, it's interesting.
And then it comes with this matching scarf here, which is kind of styled here on one shoulder, but here over both, like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. So that's the collection.
And were you designing clothing already before this, sort of?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been in this program for about 5 years. Like I took some more time because of the pandemic, but fashion was always where I wanted to take my practice.
Right.
The program really, you really make a lot of samples in the program. So this was like the first opportunity I had to really like fully flesh out and design clothing in this way. I've like done like one-off pieces here and there, but this was like kind of the first time I got to do like more of a collection of pieces.
Great. And what next?
Well, I want to make a lot more stuff this summer for sure. I think I want to spend some time like polishing up my portfolio, updating it, because I feel like this year I like produced a lot of new work. I kind of want to make sure I have that all documented and apply for jobs, hopefully get some commissions, and
And so, and when you say apply for jobs, would it be like to work for other design companies, maybe even in another design house?
Yeah.
Eventually take one over?
I don't know about that. I mean, that would be like really great. But I think I don't know, I've always wanted to work for another design house. Like I've never really wanted to like start my own like brand with my own name and stuff like that. I think I'm really motivated by like a team environment, and I really like working and applying your vision into like an existing aesthetic for like I like a brief, and I like working within serving a certain client, a certain like market. I think that's a really like fun design challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So this was like a treat for me to just be able to like do something that I just want.
Right.
And, like with no design I mean, there were design constraints, but you know, so this was really fun, and I hope to develop it more. I definitely want to make some more pieces that are easier to sell. Like I want to develop the scarves a little more, where I can sell during the summer and stuff.
It sounds like what you're saying is that, you know, without the idea of any commercial pressure, like I'm doing it because I gotta bring it to market and make money off it. It was like I need to just create it and sort of just focus on like what do I want it to look like, feel like, what's the design point of view I want to make, without that stress of worrying about that, right? Until you do eventually have to worry about that.
Exactly. And I think also like hopefully if I ever do want to like open up my own thing, but I want to have worked in existing companies and design teams to understand how it sort of operates more, and understand the business side of things. Like I am really interested in the business side of things.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
And any designs for men?
Well, I mean,
what you're wearing, did you design what you're wearing?
No, I didn't design what I was wearing. What I'm wearing. I actually like never really been drawn to like menswear. No? But I will say this piece. I was thinking that could be. Yeah. I've actually had a lot of men kind of be interested in this piece, and I actually kind of wanted to make something like this a little longer and a little wide cut.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I don't know.
And a lot of the boys are wearing short shorts now.
I know. I mean, I like to wear short shorts in the summer.
Yeah.
But
and we're in the age of non-binary and unisex. So I mean, you know, if I come in and I feel like, oh, I'll wear this under a jacket.
And I guess that's why I really like this, like, I guess like doing it more like on like on a private custom like commission base, because it's like it really is whatever the person wants, and it's really nice to be able to like just build something for someone specifically, versus like if I do it more of a ready to wear context, you really have to think about market price, like who you're putting it for. Is it going to be categorized, and like is it on the men's calendar, is it the women's calendar, like all of these things that already sort of I think like isolate or certain clients versus like custom anyone can order, and it's
creates a singularity rather than a multiplicity, right?
I also don't think this technique can be mass produced. Like at least the dyeing. So
excellent. And so how do people reach you to, like, this is not for sale, you're not gonna bring this to market and people can't contact you to get?
No, people can order from me.
Oh, they can? Okay, excellent.
Yeah, if they want, they can order. I have my card here.
Okay.
Here you go.
It's good when you say it out loud. What's your IG? What's the social media?
It's actually, like, let me look. My IG is Omar. Omar.t.Zayed is my Instagram, and there you can find my website and my email in the bio. I'm based out of Toronto, but I'd be happy to work with anybody.
International, worldwide.
Yeah, of
There's
course.
an internet.
Yeah,
Amazon delivers.
exactly.
No, not Amazon, that's where you buy it from. No, UPS, whatever, they all deliver.
FedEx.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for talking to me.
Thank you so much.
And good luck.
Thank you. And your name?
Douglas.
Douglas.
Yes.
Nice to meet
Yes.
you, Douglas.
Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
so
you.
much for asking me all these questions.
Absolutely. Sydney was like, no, you got to go talk to him.
Oh, Sydney's so sweet.
Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you too. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Here's the contact info again. This fabric even. It's really good.
Yeah, so that's also silk. This
Yeah?
is raw silk.
But this is nice as a sort of divider as well. See, it's not just for clothing. It's also like just for, you know, even like a throw across a sofa or something.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, I originally dyed this to cut and sew into the collection.
Right.
And then after it came out, I like didn't know how I felt about it for the collection, but
Yeah.
I loved it as like a wall hanging.
Yeah.
Or like something just like as a standalone piece of
Curtains.
yeah, or curtain. Or,
Cushion covers.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have the heart to cut it.
No,
Yeah.
no. But it's great. That's why I saw it and I said, oh, this is beautiful. I love the texture of it too. There's got a bit more weight to it, which is nice.
Yeah.
Because it's a part of a jacket, maybe.
Yeah, and as someone mentioned, this like would be like a really nice like vacation shirt, like almost like giving like a yacht moment or something like that.
What is it? Resort cruise collection?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's nice because it's silk, but it feels like linen. It's like very rough, which I like.
And what is this?
So this was like this is an incense holder. Actually, my friend lent this to me. I did a little bit of a smoke bath before the show.
Okay.
On opening night to infuse it with some oud, which is really I don't know. It's really like something. It's like a very special thing to do, and to just like give it an extra layer of engaging multiple senses. I wanted it to feel like it's like scent is important to me. I view scent as like an accessory to the outfit. So I wanted, whenever I imagine like designing for someone, I always like also like, well, we have to figure out what perfume we're gonna wear for the day. And I always think about like, what are you gonna smell like on your wedding day? I think it's very important.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah. But I think it faded. I think it faded off.
It's not as strong anymore.
Well, I didn't get like because I wasn't allowed to like burn it here, so I had to like really like quickly do it. Like, so yeah.
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 Great. Thanks. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Douglas.
I love that. Back of that.
Yeah, so that's my friend Omar. He did like a bridal. Hi, Omar. Okay. So, sorry, that's okay. Yeah.
So here comes all the artists.
Okay. So Omar.
Hi, nice to meet you. Alex.
Yeah. So do you want to talk a little bit about your work?
Is it silk? Yes, all silk. And diet?
Did you introduce him to the other gentleman in your room?
In the corner?
Yes.
Good, because I was saying to him you should talk to other East Asian folks of this design aesthetic, and he said he's really interested because he wants to do some work in China.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, good. I love that you're doing that. You're connecting people.
Yeah, it's shibori. I like to hold it.
Yeah. All right.
And I'm just wood blocks. So these wood blocks I use shorts.
More shoes. And the bag.
It has this really unique Oh wow, yes.
It's good when you see that happen, when you see particular. Here's my sisters interacting with what's her name's work. She's great. That's family. All right, stop. Okay, gotta get out of here. Are you family of her?
Yes. Yeah, I'm family of
Her
Cal.
work is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
I did an
Family
interview with
quality.
her,
Oh,
and
that's
she
amazing.
speaks about it so amazingly.
Yeah, we're the proud aunties.
You're the proud aunties?
Proud aunties.
We're nothing without proud aunties. I have a few. We need these aunties. Did you say crazy?
Crazy proud aunties.
Listen, that's the best. A little crazy.
Did you dye this, Kels?
Yeah.
Did you dye this himself?
Yeah. So this is
Beautiful.
we like help each other throughout this process. And so that block.
Are you making it to order? Yeah.
It's good to meet you. I saw the show when you competed, and I loved your work from the beginning, so I was happy
Thank you.
to see
What's
that
your
you,
name?
Douglas.
Douglas, nice to
Yeah,
meet you.
no,
Excited.
but I remember you. That's why I saw you. I said, anyway, and then of course I'm like vibing on your shoes. And then the thing,
live feed?
the thing. No, I do. So it's a document. Yeah, I'm just documenting. Yeah. It's great.
I know. Listen, give me the crop top. Done. Done. On the day.
As you should. As you should.
Energy. All right. I love her fabrics actually.
Good to see you.
You too. Take care. Beautiful. All right. It's a great room. Great room. The energy in here is a nice buzz.